Concern is high among over 500 social organizations that have released a joint statement calling on the government and the FARC to not give up their efforts for ending the conflict. The statement comes as the peace talks have resumed in Havana amid heightened tensions due to the recent escalation of the conflict.
Even though none of the parties have suggested the talks be suspended, and rather they want the negotiations to continue. As the FARC has publicly stated, our concern is that after so many big blows with an impact on civilians, willingness will end up declining at some point.
The intensification of airstrikes have already left 41 guerrillas dead, among them Jairo Martinez, who was part of the FARC peace negotiators. Now representatives of Cuba and Norway, guarantor countries of the peace process, have also expressed their concern and call on to advance towards a bilateral ceasefire, something that for social organizations is the very only way to push forward the negotiations.
The conflict must be de-escalated towards a bilateral ceasefire, towards creating the right conditions so that negotiations can improve people's lives, so that further loss of human lives as a result of war can be prevented in Colombia.
As the FARC's 5-month unilateral ceasefire reduced the intensity of the conflict by nearly 90%, residents of the rural areas were starting to feel some relief from the violence. Now, as the bombs are falling once again on their territories, they urge for a bilateral ceasefire.
It is an ethical imperative in this country. I am one of those people who believe that the bilateral ceasefire should have been implemented since the beginning of the peace process. That would have made stronger support from society possible, with more credibility and legitimacy, and I would say also more commitment to the process from the insurgency.
For social organizations, the bilateral ceasefire is a humanitarian issue, especially after the FARC's unilateral truce proved to be extremely effective at reducing the violence and sparing hundreds of lives, most importantly from the civilian population. Natalia Margarita, Telesur, Bogotá, Colombia.